Hello, I'm Bookface. Now, it's been a while since I've talked about
Very good, parents!
Like I was saying, since I've talked about
Fight the fairies! You fight those fairies!
You know what, I'm just gonna assume you get it. The Fae are complex beings, and are known for being tricky, but also pretty tricky to classify and understand. Most commonly, Fae are placed in light of not really malevolent, but also not really to be trusted either. They're usually mischievous, but sometimes this mischievousness, wonderful word that doesn't sound like a word, it can be so severe to make them chaotic and murderous, kind of deadly. Aha, funny trick. Everyone always falls for the knife in the skull. A classic. Quite simply, Fae are hard to understand no matter how many sources you look at. Usually I'm confused because there aren't really many sources to look at. There are plenty of them. Everybody writes about the Fae. Everybody disagrees on what they do because they're complex beings. Maybe they'll have a laugh with you. Maybe they'll kill you. You never know. Just, maybe don't take that risk. That's the ultimate advice most of them give. And with that context, let's jump right in. Woo! First up, we have the Boobrie. Despite my poor example, let's be mature here and talk about one of my favorite creatures. Nice. This is a creature from Scotland. It lives in lakes and saltwater wells. It is actually thought to, quote, fly through the water. These creatures like to attack sheep and cattle and will often steal them from ships. And it's thought that they can imitate these animals to lure them towards the side of the ships to get scooped up. Dang, now even the animals gotta deal with sirens. Animals got that siren head over the edge. It'll grab the animal and drag it underwater, but if favorite food are not available, it will often eat otters. How dare you? No. It's also thought this creature could turn into a horse and run on water while still sounding like it's running on ground. And boy, I'm imagining how trippy that would look. You're just out on the sea, all of a sudden you see a horse just run by on the surface of the water. You're like, wait a minute, that's not how that's supposed to work. This creature also may change into a giant insect with tentacles to feed off of a horse's blood. Well, that shape-shifting escalated quickly. Oh yeah, it could look like a horse. It could look like some eldritch monstrosity. You know, it varies. You know what? I'm here for it. And it's believed that a Boobrie's footprint looks like an antler imprint. And man, that must be uncomfortable to walk on. It just sounds like constant high heels. To anyone who has to wear high heels, I salute you. Maybe don't be short. Dang, I'm just taking shots. Next we have the Goayr Heddagh, which is a creature from Mack's Folklore. And basically it was a big scary goat. Uh-oh, this seems bad. You know I had to. Also, it's worth noting that this is what a normal goat from the Isle of Man looks like already, and I'm kind of more scared of the real one. I don't like how it's looking at me. I don't like that goat. Goayr Heddagh was believed to prey on lone travelers at night, which just shows you the horror movie rules stay true. Don't go off by yourself and be stupid. Maybe it'll be Jason that gets you, maybe it'll be a really creepy goat. You never know. And that's why you don't wander off on your own. It was thought that this creature would glow with a natural luminescence. Ooh, spooky and biologically improbable. My favorite combination. Okay, so I looked it up because I was curious. And apparently some marsupials, like wombats, and also some mammals, like the platypus, are bioluminescent under UV light. So, basically, the Goayr Heddagh is actually a platypus in disguise. And I'm fine with that. And despite how intimidating this creature is, it's believed that if you challenge it, it'll just run away. Ha! All bark and no bite. Fight me, bro. Fight me, goat. Fight fright, bro, goat. I'd punch a goat. Lastly, we have the Nisse, which is a creature from Scandinavian myth. They can be helpful or harmful, and they're thought to bring luck wherever they are, but they also like to prank people. It's real back and forth. Not really sure if I should be happy to see a Nisse, unhappy to see a Nisse, a little concerned if I should check my meds. They're known to trip people, push them down the stairs, and release animals from pens. Oh, you playful little scamps. You know they've had more than a few accidental murder pranks. And likely a few intentional murder pranks. They're believed to be a few inches tall or a few feet tall. They had one eye, a gray or white beard, pointy red hat, and were covered in woolly hair. They also had a large lower lip and no thumbs. So basically kind of gnome-looking dudes, but I'm not sure if they're 100% actually connected to the gnome as they are in the Fae realm, or if they're just kind of similar looking. All I know is they're not exactly the same. I know that much, probably. They're believed to live in barns and sleep among the stables. My entire recording studio just shook. what is happening. In order to keep a Nisse happy, they must be fed on Thursdays, and also Christmas Eve. Santa? And they'll work for homeowners if given 1/3 of the house crops. That kind of sounds like extortion, not gonna lie. Like, it's one thing getting payment. 1/3 of the crops? That sounds kind of extortion-y. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if the Fae were involved in organized crime. Would not surprise me at all. No matter how much they tolerated, the homeowner, though, they would not allow for the mistreatment of animals. You go, buddy. I'm all there with you. Stab them in the face. Do it. They were believed to be active at night when people are asleep, and were thought to be able to hide or vanish easily. It was thought they could shapeshift, make illusions, or become completely invisible. Wow, overpowered these little dudes. And if you didn't want a Nisse, it was thought that you could make them leave with a new set of clothes. Dobby? What is going on? And there we have 3 varied Fae. This video was interesting to research. A lot of sources, a lot of chaos. Honestly, this one kind of wrote itself. So, yeah, nothing really much to say there. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!